Let's dive in for a quick overview of this Les Paul Jr. copy from IYV. It's got a P90. You know what? Let's start at the top. We're going to start up here with the headstock. You can see it is reminiscent of a Gibson style headstock, but it's not tipped back quite as far. That should help with maintaining stable tuning. 6 sealed, unbranded tuners up here. This kind of looks like a bone nut. Maybe it's some sort of hard plastic. I'm not sure about that. It seems to be okay. The nut height was cut reasonably well. The frets are the nickel silver or nickel steel frets, and I haven't had to do anything to them, which is kind of unusual. On an inexpensive guitar like this, you expect that you're going to have to get your sanding block out and maybe run up and down the edge to smooth it off. I actually didn't have to do that at all on this. All the frets are fine, and the edge of the fretboard is not aggressively rolled, but it's actually rolled a bit, which makes it significantly more comfortable than you might expect. Strap buttons, one here, one down at the bottom. Your output jack with a metal plate here. I like the metal plate, it's more durable. A volume and tone knob. Here is a compensated wrap bridge tailpiece kind of combination, and you can undo this little Allen screw and shift your G and B strings if you need to for intonation. I haven't needed to do that. And there are also some little set screws on here that you can use to change the cant a little bit if you need to. So you have a lot of adjustability to get your intonation correct, which is often a concern with wrap tailpieces. This came almost perfectly intonated, and I just needed to make very, very slight adjustments, and everything was fine. So they call this a P90. I don't know enough about pickups to tell you if it's a real P90 or not, but I can tell you it sounds pretty good. A little bit of a scratch guard here. Beautiful paint. This, I think, is what they generally call a TV yellow. TV, like television. There's all history about that you can go read about. All right, on the back, we'll come up here and look. Yes, it was made in Vietnam, like all IYV guitars. You can see, like I said, unbranded sealed tuners. We have a volute here, which I love because it's less likely to break off if it falls. A nice glossy painted neck. It is a set neck. Have one little control cavity down here. The back looks pretty good. The paint looks pretty good everywhere. Honestly, I looked all over for this on this for flaws, and I honestly didn't find much of anything from a fit and finish standpoint. I will say, and this is common, not necessarily common with IYV, but common with inexpensive guitars. 1 or 2 of these tuners probably need to be replaced. And I say that. I am very, very slow to recommend replacing tuners. Most tuning stability problems that people mention on cheap guitars are a nut that's not cut well. There are a couple that they bind and it feels like there's a gear kind of binding up inside. Tuners are pretty inexpensive. I'm going to try dripping some oil in them and see if that helps first. But they're usable. They just don't feel great. Anyhow, for the money, for the price point this is in, this is one of my favorite guitars. It showed up yesterday. I played it for like 4.5 hours last night. Absolutely insane. The value in this guitar, I am really digging it.